Good afternoon and welcome to the Rush Green Stadium for this Premier League 2 contest between West Ham United and Leicester City under-23s. The young Hammers are looking to continue their surge towards the title and extend their unbeaten run in all competitions to 10 games, but it was today's opponents that were the last team to usurp the claret and blue of Mark Robin's men way back on the 1st of November, and the Foxes will be aiming to repeat that on this January afternoon here in East London. West Ham have the chance to increase their lead over Manchester City to 5 points with less than 10 games remaining of the season, whereas Leicester will be looking to open up a gap from the bottom four sides and solidify their place in the division. Let's run through the lineups for this afternoon, starting with the home side. Brian Kinnear starts in goal with a back four of Ashby, Lang, Alese and Longello. Midfield three of Ekwa, Force and Chesters will look to link up with the three attackers this afternoon, who are Okaflex on the left, Nevers on the right and Perkins through the middle. On the bench are Knightbridge, Swire, Baptiste, Fevrier and Odebeko. And for the visitors this afternoon, Jakub Stolarczyk is between the sticks with Nelson, Spencer Adams, Brunt and Daly Campbell in defence. Ewing, Leshabella, McAteer in the midfield with Apaya, Maswan Hise and Marcel Madiavadua in attack. The substitutes for the Foxes are Brad Young, Shane Flynn, Soeng Shithawan, Braybrook and Alves. The referee this evening is Ryan Atkin and he will be flanked by Joshua Crofts and David Harrison. Joining me this afternoon is former West Ham centre-half, Elliot Ward. Good afternoon, Elliot. How do you see this one going this afternoon?
Well, it's going to be an interesting game, I think. The boys are in good form. They'll be looking to continue that today at home and hopefully put some pressure on the other lads or the other teams around them.
Should be a good contest this afternoon, of course. As I mentioned, Leicester, the last team to be the undoing of the young Hammers. It was a 2-1 win at Leicester's training ground. And Okaflex opened the scoring early on, but it was a Baptiste own goal for a late Casey McAteer winner. 4 minutes in stoppage time saw Leicester take all 3 points. But the Hammers will be hoping for a different outcome this afternoon. Two captains there, Adjuela Alese and Dante Campbell. Dante Daly Campbell playing at right back. Plenty of experience from the senior side, but in the under-23s this evening. And the players take a knee in the stance that continues in football against racism. But we are underway here at the Rush Green Stadium. Leicester get us underway, kicking from right to left in this first half. Spencer Adams looks for that early ball over, but it'll run through to Brian Kinnear in between the sticks this afternoon, replacing Christian Hedge, who's recently signed that new deal at the club, but it's the Scottish keeper in goal tonight. It's a strong win early on from Brunt up against Sonny Perkins, who recently made his Premier League debut against Leeds. Borson switched it to the right where Ashby tries to play that first time pass towards Nevers, and the referee gives an early free kick. An early chance here, Elliot, to deliver the ball into the box.
Yeah, they've got some good quality in Ashby and big centre halves and Sonny Perkins to try and get on the end, so what happens?
It is Harrison Ashby who stands over this free kick Of course, scored a free kick recently, but he takes this one short against and finds Neves, who sits his man down to the floor. But Ekwa can't quite get a hold of it, and here come Leicester breaking, and it's found Maswan Hisse, but eventually dispossessed, and Kinnear can mop things up. Leicester just looking to get a press off high here, and that's a poor back pass, and it's an early goal. The visitors take the lead, and it's Tawanda Maswan Hisse latching on to a loose pass, and he has the easiest of finishes to prod it past Brian Kinnear in the West Ham goal, and not the start that West Ham were looking for.
No, I think they had a real promising moment in the top of the pitch and recovered well from it, but just become a little bit loose and trying to build from the back there. And Leicester have taken a lead with a nice tapping.
Yeah, Tawande Maswan Hisse, top scorer for Leicester this season. That's his 6th goal of the season, and it was Ajibola Olese's loose pass that led to it, and he'll be disappointed. Usually so reliable, the Hammers captain, but they'll be looking to move forward, and they might do here with Ashby, who's found the run of Neves into the channel, but good covering from Bailey Spencer-Adams. Here's Levi Lair. Now Ekwa, and here is that man, Alessa, looking to make amends as he steps forward, trying to get away from Apaya, but is unable to do so on this occasion. Okaflex, certainly the man who can make things happen for West Ham, as Perkins spreads a pass out right to find Ashby, tries to flick the ball on the corner to find Chesters, and here is Dan Chesters. Finds a return pass to Ashby, but just runs out of play on that right-hand side. Elliot, how do West Ham respond to conceding such an early goal?
Well, I just think they need to stick with the game plan. You know, it's not the ideal start, but this can happen in the game, and there's more than enough experience within this group to continue the game plan and get back into it.
Here's Neves. Just has to go sideways and look. The lateral pass to Forson, and now it's Longjello on that far side. Delivers towards Perkins, not the way by Brunt. Now Ashby. Now Forson darts inside and tries to thread a ball through the Chesters, but just intercepted. But this is a good response from West Ham. Here's Armstrong Okafek trying to go towards the byline. Managed to squeeze the ball across, but it's just cleared away by Oliver Ewing. Ekwa finds the feet of Okaflex, trying to turn away from his man, but he chooses to go to the feet of Forson instead. And now Chesters. Ashby on this right-hand side delivers the cross, and it's not the way by Bailey Spencer-Adams, but it'll be a corner.
Yeah, that's well played by the lads. They're staying calm in possession. They're trying to create, and they're keeping the pressure on Leicester. So just got to stick at that really and get back into the game that way.
Certainly a bright response from the Hammers, and a chance to deliver a ball of quality in the box here. And it will be Longjello to deliver on this right-hand side. But in towards a near post, and it's flashed through a number of players at the near post and helped away. Now here's Apaya trying to hold things up for Leicester, but he's marshalled well by Ashby. But Apaya still bursting away down that right-hand flank. And the official on the far side has ordered the foul against Apaya. I think there might have been a slight hand in the back of Ashby there. Just clipping the heels of Ashby did Josh Apaya. Struggled with injuries of late, but he finds himself back in the starting lineup this afternoon. Here's McAteer. Tries to play a pass around the corner, and he's clipped in the process of doing so. This time, Ashby was the perpetrator. Run. Intercepted by LSA, and it falls to Longjello, but it's given away fairly cheaply, and a chance for Daly Campbell on that far side, trying to take on Longjello. Step overs once and goes towards the byline, but just about loses control of the ball, and it'll be a goal kick for West Ham. Leicester clearly playing with that high press. How do West Ham work their way around that? Do they react to that?
I think they know their patterns. They know how they want to play. It's about the timing of it and how quick they do it. And Leicester on the front foot, so sometimes you might mix that up and play a bit longer or be on the press. So just the right decision at the right time.
As Kinnear looks to find Ashby, who smartly flicks around the corner, trying to find Nevers, who just misjudges the bounce, but it'll fall. Unfortunately, he tries to dart past Ewing, but unable to do so on this occasion. And it was Marcel Madavadua. He was able to knock that one back into his own half. Good interchange there from West Ham, but it was unable to provide a breakthrough, and back come Leicester. It's with Casey McAteer. Now Leshabella. There's Apaya going for the 1-2 with McAteer, but finds himself battling to keep the ball in play now. And eventually the foul is given against the Belgian forward. Strong win from Oliver Ewing, but it's a bit of miscontrol. And now here comes Nevers, trying to take on his man on his right-hand side. He's got Chesters coming in support, but he ignores the run and twists inside. Ekwa bounds on Jello. Ockerflex to his left, and here is Armstrong Ockerflex. Sets the ball to Ekwa, who lets go from range, but it's a side-footed effort that is not going to trouble Jakub Stalarczyk in the Leicester goal.
Build-up's not too bad. It's very patient. It's just how do they test the goalie now? It's need to start putting a little bit more pressure in the Leicester final defensive third. Sorry.
the likes of Okaflex and Perkins will be looking to add to their tallies this afternoon. Sonny Perkins. And it's another blocked on the other end. It's the opposition striker this time closing down the West Ham defence again. And here is Apaya driving into the box. Got options in there and it's just flashed across and evades Maswan Hisse. And good composure from Longello just to wait and see the pass there. Ashby finds Sonny Perkins in that channel and he goes down and it's given the other way there.
Yeah, was a foul for against Sonny. Good ball from Harrison.
It's a tight one, that 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. Here's another look at this. Another disaster for West Ham there.
I think Leicester are putting very good pressure on, and it's. I think the boys just need to play a little bit quicker to try and beat that and not invite that pressure.
And here's Sonny Perkins putting on pressure himself, but on this occasion doesn't quite fall for the Hammers striker, but it will be a throw-in deep inside the Leicester City half.
It's probably what their team needs, to be honest. Just that one long ball and Sonny chasing and putting a bit of pressure and getting the team up the pitch.
Well, Sonny Perkins making his Premier League debut recently against Leeds United. A number of these players have had minutes for the senior side. But you can hear the shouts of squeeze from the Leicester City coaching staff. The intent is clear. Lang finds the feet of Nevers and he tries a little reverse pass, but it's dealt with by Bailey Spencer-Adams.
Great run.
And good intuition from Thierry Nevers to break away on this right-hand side. Goes towards the byline, tries to drive across in, but it's well dealt by Spencer-Adams. But good idea from Thierry Nevers and good alertness to make that run.
Yeah, I think that's just that little bit of intent to get in behind and stretch Leicester instead of, you know, inviting that press and maybe throwing it backwards.
Longello over this corner once more. Opts with a short pass to Okaflex and Longello still there to support. Here is Longello, delivers cross in. It's a cross that's cleared away at the near post, but it'll fall back to Okaflex. Equa looks to open up and switch the play, but it doesn't quite come off on this occasion. Just about gets away with it. But West Ham struggling to find time and space, set away their attack. But on this occasion, it is the referee who affords them that time. As they win a free kick, Oliver Ewing going a little bit too forcefully on Okaflex there.
I think they're going to have to be a bit careful on that in terms of set pieces and getting countered on us a few times now.
And here come Leicester again. It's with Apaya. Now McAteer picking it up on this left-hand side and tries to dink the ball in behind. It'll come through towards Apaya. And it was a great chance, but I think the flag went up quite early on that far side. But more problems. The Hammers at the back there.
It's a good decision from Adji there. He's seen the run, he's trusted the line, and it was a good save from the keeper anyway. Well played.
Good composure from Kinnear there to work the ball out. Now Alessio looks for that run of Perkins into the channel. Going to bear down on Brunt. forces the Leicester defender to clip the ball forward, and now West Ham can build. Ekwa. Now Ashby with the early ball into the channel is Chesters, who's managed to find some space. Trying to take his man, delivers a cross into the box. It's just helped away as Ashby trying to keep it up. And now back come Leicester again. Maswan Hisse, and that's Ashby with a hold of the goal scorer's shirt, and he's perhaps lucky to get away without a booking on that occasion.
It's a good foul though. It's stops their attack, and it's something that they're really strong at in the counter, so it's a nice one from Harrison there.
Here's Daly Campbell now, trying to deliver a low cross into the box, and good interception from Ajibola Olase there, but a corner for Leicester nonetheless. Just darting past Longjello and delivering low in towards Pyra and Maswan Hisse, who are waiting.
Yeah, it's an important interception there for Maggi. It's two strikers looking to get on the end of that, so very important.
Corner's delivered towards the far post where Brunt is waiting, but just evades the Leicester man. But Taswan Hisse manages to make it there first, ahead of Keenan Forson. And Leshabala guides the ball all the way back to Jakub Stolarczyk, the Polish keeper. The keeper for Leicester has made numerous appearances for Poland through the age groups, but yet to make a senior debut for them or for West Ham. For Leicester, pardon me. But here's a chance as they come forward, but a slightly sloppy pass from Leshabala there. But yeah, Jakub Stolarczyk yet to make a senior appearance for Leicester City. Has been on the bench in the Europa League and FA Cup, but still waiting that first appearance. Now Ekwa trying to drive forward, and he's got Okaflex to his left and not quite on the same wavelength there as Sonny. You'd expect to see West Ham getting on the score sheet this afternoon. Leicester only able to keep one clean sheet so far all season. One of the leakiest defences in the league. But they have got something to defend this afternoon with that early goal from Maswan Hisse. As Ashby manages to get away from his man and clips the ball forward towards Perkins. On this occasion he can't quite hold it up, but it's given away by Brunt. Nevers. Really good feet from the youngster there, and he finds Perkins. Squeezes it out to Okaflex now. Okaflex has got Longjello on his left, and here is Longjello, delivers low into the box, and it's tipped away by Stolarczyk, but it's not quite away yet. Chesters. Period of pressure here for West Ham. Ashby now. Crosses from deep. Into Sonny Perkins' head, and it's only just over the crossbar. Fantastic play from West Ham, really starting to build up the pressure now.
Yeah, that's great play. I think before with Manny crossing the ball low, it's a good opportunity, but it's a great save. It's good that they kept the pressure on and create another chance. And sometimes, you know, it's one ball, one run, and Sonny should probably hit the target there.
It's actually an excellent stop from Stolarczyk after it took a slight deflection on the way through, and he had to bring out a strong hand there to stop that deflected effort. But then, yeah, Sonny Perkins unable to direct his header on target. As McAteer goes to ground under the challenge from Ashby. And the offside flag. He is up on the far side, and on this occasion, Joshua Pyer can't quite break him behind the West Ham defence.
Bro, play it back with their press. We lose the ball. What do you want?
Here's Leshabella. Now Brunt, he's got Spencer Adams to his left, and now McAteers comes short, and ball around the corner manages to find its way to Leshabella, but cut out by Longjello on this occasion. Ekwa waiting for options and can't quite find one, and here comes Daly Campbell for the visitors, trying to take on Longjello. And the West Ham fullback does enough, but it will be a corner for Leicester City. It'll be Oliver Ewing to take the Welsh central midfielder. And he delivers towards the far post, and it's just helped on its way by Kinnear. An important touch from the West Ham keeper. Bailey Spencer-Adams was waiting to nod that one down into the net, but a chance here for West Ham to break. Ashby finds Chesters, turns aside, and for a moment looks like it's going to thread through Perkins, but instead chooses to find Ekwa. Now Nevers finds Longjello on that overlap again. It's in towards Okaflex, who tries to take the shot early, but he's just closed down by Brunt there. But a good counter from West Ham.
Yeah, it's a good play again from the boys. It's anytime they turn the tempo up a little bit, I think they're creating stuff, and it's about doing that a little bit more in that final third.
Back come Leicester again, and it's dealt with again on this occasion by Alessio, who's reacted well to that early error. As the cross is comfortably claimed by Brian Kinnear. McAteer. Now Oliver Ewing, but Chester's putting on the pressure. Excellent from Ekwa to intercept the ball there, and here's Perkins. Tries to flick the ball in direction of a claret and blue shirt, but can only find Fox's man. McAteer, and that's a good step from Ashby, but he's just unable to get past Spencer Adams, but Ashby continues to hurry and hassle McAteer, but on this occasion, a judge to have been a little bit too forceful. But good intensity from the young right back.
Yeah, I think that's much better. I think that shows the intent from Harrison, and hopefully the team now can be a bit more front foot when Leicester have the ball.
The referee Ryan Atkin just saying to Harrison Ashby that's his last chance. Of course, he was the man who hugged down the Leicester player as they tried to break earlier on. For his next foul, perhaps result in a booking, but he'll continue to play with that intensity, I'm sure. As Chester's battling with Ewing, and away comes Leshabella. Now Nelson looks right and finds the feet of Daly Campbell, who shows good movement to get away from Okaflex. And he's tried to deliver the cross early, and it's a deja vu as Ajibola Alese has to make that sliding interception at the near post.
Another dangerous cross there, and great position for Maggi again just to stop another potential chance.
Certainly a good response from Alese since that early error. So uncharacteristic of him. He's just so reliable, and we're seeing his attributes there. But he'll have to deal with something here as it's clipped towards the penalty spot, and there he is again to head away. But back come Leicester. Sort of erring again. It's Ajibola Alese again to nod it away at the front post. Excellent from the West Ham captain.
Yeah, very important headers there. It's first contact in the box is big for the team, and you know he's made some really good clearances since the first goal. So look, it's not phased him that much. It's him and the team need to keep going and try and find a way to get back in the game.
Alese has plenty of experience. He's had those senior loans at Accrington Stanley and Cambridge United. Of course, made his senior debut in a 5-1 win versus Hull for West Ham back in September 2020, and started that 1-0 defeat to Dynamo Zagreb back in December when there were a host of academy players on display. Perkins nods it towards Nevers, who's met by two Leicester shirts, and it is the visitors who come away from him. McAteer just about manages to keep it in. He's up against Ashby, who does well just to hold off the young winger. Fantastic from West Ham, just a play out there, and eventually it's Longello who goes down under a challenge from Ben Nelson, but good, intricate and confidence playing out in the back there from West Ham.
Yeah, I think that's important for them to continue to trust the patterns and enjoy the press from Leicester, and you know Leicester are doing well with that, but it's about the boys finding the answers to beat it and try and break through the other side of the pitch and get the ball up to Sonny.
Ben Nelson just receiving some treatment after he came off worse in that challenge. The 17-year-old centre-half made numerous appearances for England through the age groups. Part of the under-18 team that won 2-0 in Portugal, which involved both Devin Mabama and Sonny Perkins also. He's been on the bench in the Premier League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup, but yet to make a senior appearance for the Leicestershire side. Elliot, is there a particular sort of play style that you feel runs through the whole of West Ham and that we'll be seeing today? Is that something that runs through the Academy of Football?
Yeah, I think you can see that through how they're trying to build. Ultimately, you have to play up against what the other team bring you as well. So, like today, the Leicester are pressing high. It might be that you go a little bit longer into Sonny and play off your main striker, but no, it's definitely it's coming through the age groups here, and it's definitely filtered down from the first team as well, and that's why a lot of these players have been involved with them.
Let's see if they can mount a response here as we enter the last 15 minutes of the first half. But it is Leicester who are carrying the ball forwards, but Thierry Neves manages to force Lechabella back towards his own half. McAteer flicks around the corner, but Levi Lang is aware. And a slight lapse in concentration from Forsen there. And now here's Apaya breaking forward, but dealt with by Levi Lang and Ashby. And that's an excellent turn, absolutely brilliant from Thierry Nevers. And now he breaks away, tries to find a pass in towards Sonny Perkins.
What a goal.
And he finds the top left-hand corner. I'll tell you what, that is absolutely excellent from Thierry Nevers on the right-hand side. And it is matched by a superb finish from Sonny Perkins. Excellent from West Ham.
That's a great goal. I think that first pass from Levi makes it, and great bit of skill from Levi there and causing them problems on the counter. And touch, bang, there you go. Pick that out.
And that is a very accomplished finish from Sonny Perkins to find the top left-hand corner and level things up here at the Rush Green Stadium. An absolutely excellent bit of skill on the halfway line from Nevers, and he found that pass into Sonny Perkins, who still had a lot to do, but was able to dispatch it with ease past Jakub Stolarczyk, who stood no chance in the Leicester City goal. And just over half an hour into this one, West Ham have levelled things up. Here come Leicester, looking for an immediate response. McAteer just about manages to get that one under his control. Here is Nevers. Just a delightful bit of skill to build up for that goal. Good from Flex to win the ball back, but Nelson makes an interception. But here's Forsen. He chooses to find Ashby. Delivers a great early ball in towards the feet of Perkins. Sonny Perkins, reverse pass towards Dan Chesters, and he plays it low across the box. And is it going to go in? Oh, what an excellent clearance, but it's still there. And it's eventually cleared. But what a superb goal line clearance that was. Forsen it was, he found Ashby, and there were question marks over offside, I think, from Leicester, but they played on. And Oliver Ewing, what a tremendous clearance off the line there, and then good from Jakub Stolarczyk to deny the follow-up.
That's great defending on the line, but you've got to say from attack and play, that's really good from the boys, and they've definitely found their feet now.
And Ashby delivers towards the far post, but this one's not going to trouble the defence of Leicester. But an excellent acrobatic clearance to keep the scores at 1-1 from Oliver Ewing. Now Apaya can't quite find the feet of Leicester Bella on this occasion. Forsen just being hurried by Leicester Bella. The throw-in goes the way of the away side. McAteer tries to find that pass inside, but Nevers collects well, and he tries that same bit of skill, and he pulls it off once more, and away comes Perkins. Tries to feed the ball into the channel, but on this occasion, Brunt is able to stop Dan Chester's lapsing onto the end of that one. There's a good intensity in the press there again from Chesters, and Perkins is alert to pick it up. Finds the feet of Neves, who cuts inside on his left foot, and it's blocked, but it'll fall away of Forsen. It'll come to Equa. On this occasion, he can't quite keep his shot down on his left foot, but worth an effort from there, from Pierre Equa.
There's a great press there from Dan Chesters. You see Leicester trying to play out. They're not as comfortable doing that, so good timing from them, and another shot at their goal.
Just unable to keep that one down, Pierre Equa. Scored in the last home game here in that 3-0 victory against Leeds United. Another finish from just outside the area, but he was able to keep it down on that occasion, but unable to do so on this. But here come Leicester. Casey McAteer. Good turn from Appiah to get away from Ashby. Now he darts towards the box and delivers a low cross and dealt with eventually by Lang after an exchange with Equa. Okaflex holds it up well and feeds Longello. Tries to find a reverse pass to Okaflex, who eventually does pick it up and gets past one. Still going, but eventually just fizzles out for West Ham. Now Maswan Hisse gave Leicester the early lead, and he's trying to break forward here into the box, and he's met by Alese. Leshabala it was, unable to find a way through as West Ham do well to regroup. Nelson. His pass is intercepted, and might be a chance here for West Ham. Great an opportunity, but it's too sloppy from Equa there to take advantage of that situation. As the ball finds its way through to Taswan Hisse, but again Alese is there to make the challenge. And again, West Ham unable to keep possession, and it goes back to where the visitors. Having a little bit scrappy in that middle third at the moment as we approach the half-time whistle. Stolarczyk delivers up towards Appiah, who battles well against Alese and manages to find his captain Vontae Daly-Campbell. Now Brunt. Leicester just able to get a period of possession, but it's a good press and it forces the error.
Okay, thank you.
Ashby tries to find Forsen, who goes to ground under challenge from Leshabala, but the referee waves play on, and now the pass over the top, looking for Maswan Hisse and Appiah, but Alese there once more. Forsen finds the overlapping run now. Longello delivers towards the back post, and it's a golden opportunity for Neves. And on this occasion, he's unable to control the ball and keep it down low and on target. But a great chance there. Fantastic delivery on that left-hand side. Longello it was delivering.
Yeah, it's a great ball in the box, but starts with Adji again, staying calm on the ball and playing through lines, and Leicester half press, half sat off, and creates the space for the lads to get him behind.
Longello does well to win that aerial duel. Corson manages to just nick it off the Leicester City player and win that throw-in on the far side, just inside the Leicester City half. Equa prods it forward, and it's a brilliant improvised bit of control from Nevers. Tries to find Ockerflex, but can't quite do it on this occasion. Alessi covers well to deny Apaya to get a touch. Ockerflex battling on that far side, but balls away of Leicester City on this occasion.
Brilliant timing.
Good step from Levi Lang to make that interception. And now Ashby. Can West Ham manufacture one last chance before the half-time whistle? Here's Ockerflex now, trying to drive at the Leicester City midfield. Forson, he's got Ashby out to this right-hand side, but decides to go through the middle towards Perkins, who goes down under a challenge from Wanya Marcel Madavadua, and a chance for West Ham to get a shot on target right at the end of this first half, Elliot.
Yeah, they've just had a good bit of maintained possession in Leicester half. That's been probably the first time they've had such a long period there, and they need to keep the pressure on Leicester in their half, keep the movements, keep the patterns happening, and things will open up. You know, it's important on the press. When I said, good timing, Levi done it. It just keeps that pressure, and it keeps Leicester penned back into trying to defend the goal. And I think a bit more of that, and I think more openings are coming.
But Harrison Ashby has a chance here from the set piece. 25 yards from goal, tries to clip a ball in towards Chester's, but it's not of the way. Perhaps an attempt at a rehearsed routine there, but didn't quite come off on this occasion. And there's another free kick that goes the way of West Ham, as it looks like there'll be 3 additional minutes at the end of this first half.
Yeah.
2 minutes. My eyesight letting me down on that occasion. Trying to get there early, but 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half for a chance for Ashby to deliver once again. And let's say instead clears it, can't quite direct it goalwards on this occasion. And now Leicester look to break. But the shape of West Ham, the recovery of West Ham just denies them being able to execute that counter-attack.
Yeah, that's something they're really good at as a group. They get back really quickly and stop the opposition from trying to maintain any kind of attack. A strong finish to the half for the boys as well.
What do you think Mark Robson will be saying to the boys at half-time to look to break this down this Leicester side in the second half?
From probably the tempo side, I think any time the lads show some tempo and put pressure on the Leicester team, not just the back four, but they break the lines, they get behind them, they're causing trouble down on the overloads down the wings. So how they create that tempo. They have to be quick with the ball, so Leicester can't get the pressure towards them as much, because that's obviously a game plan from Leicester. And it's to press high and counter attack. So probably those things, yeah. Up the tempo when you're on the ball and cause them more troubles, because like you said before, Leicester are a team that concede goals, and anytime the boys attack with purpose, they look vulnerable.
And the referee just giving a foul the way of West Ham as the first half nears its close. And Ryan Atkin does bring the first half to a close. It was a speedy opener from Tawanda Maswanhise that gave Leicester City the lead after a sloppy Ajibola Alese pass across the 6-yard box. But he's recovered well, and so have West Ham. And after an excellent bit of skill from Thierry Nevers, it was Sonny Perkins who dispatched into the top left-hand corner to level things up here at the Rush Green Stadium. And at half-time, it's West Ham United 1, Leicester City 1. And just a look back at that opener for Leicester. Maswanhise just latching onto the end of that sloppy pass from Alese. And it was a bright start for the Foxes on this Monday afternoon. But West Ham were able to respond, and this excellent turn from Nevers there, just on halfway to get away from Spencer Adams. And he drove forward, found the feet of Perkins, who showed excellent drive and power to deliver into the top left-hand corner. And it was that goal that levelled things up here at the Rush Green Stadium. And as we go into half-time, the scores are level.
Goal scorer for West Ham, number 11, Armstrong Okoflex. Goal scorer for West Ham, number 7, Thierry Nevers.
How does it feel to sign this new deal at West Ham United?
Obviously, I'm very happy to sign a new deal with West Ham and can't wait to continue my journey. I think it's a big moment, another step in my career, and as I said, I can't wait to continue my career with West Ham. Yeah, I'm very thankful for my family. They were always behind me, and obviously for my coaches as well. They always push me and they help me to develop here, so I'm happy to continue the work with them. Yeah, I share with them. Obviously, they were very happy, and mom and dad was buzzing for me, so the family is very happy, as myself as well. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. This was a good 2.5 years. Obviously, there was a bit of COVID. We stopped training, but it's 2.5 years was really good, and I really enjoyed it. So first, I had to learn the language. So it was a bit hard at the start, but as the time goes, I was really enjoying myself here, and obviously now I play for the 23s. Big step from last year, from the 18s. I feel home, to be honest. I live like 5 minutes from here, so I knew the area and I really like it. And London, I think it's a really good city and a lot of stuff to do. So it's a plus thing to stay here. I think what I enjoy the most is probably when I make a good save and have the team out and be doing really well this season, and hopefully we will continue this. It's really good. I learned a lot from him, and he taught me a lot of things, and to see the game different from the goal. And yeah, he helped me a lot, and obviously Billy helped me a lot with the 23s, and yeah, really grateful for them.
We are obviously very happy as a club, myself, because when we signed him a few years ago, just as a very young goalkeeper, doing really well in his hometown club, we thought he was one of the best, youngest goalkeepers in Europe, and I think he's fulfilling those expectations. He's been developing step by step with no rush, playing consistently as a number 1 for the under-18s, then this season playing as a number 1 for the 23s, doing great as a team, and also himself on a personal level performing very well. So I think it's good news that as a club we are able to retain the young talent.
I'm really enjoying my first season. Obviously we are top of the league and we're doing really well. I think we conceded the last goal in the league as well. So I think the back four and as a team we're doing really well at the moment, and hopefully we can get a bit more this season. Maybe I go out on loan first to get first team experience, and after that we will see. Obviously my dream is to play in the London Stadium, and hopefully I can achieve it.
Fernandez beyond him. Fernandez has given that real win. Ronaldo can't head it in. Any touch would have taken it beyond Areola. He drifted away from his man, and surely if there had been contact, that would have found the net. Whistle. Here's Fernandez, cutting in field, low ball, it's been played through by Ronaldo, but Fred, great save by Areola, brilliant little layoff by Ronaldo to release Fred through the middle, and his effort turned away by a tumbling Areola. Here we go, left-footed delivery, looking for Rice, runs loose, Bowen, edge of the box, drives it into the side netting, and the West Ham fans thought it was in, and he wasn't far away. That might be the closest the Hammers have come. Bowen with the delivery, left-footed, comes in towards the near post, flicked header, real scramble, how's that not gone in? Soucek met it, and stretching, Zuma at the far post, and Antonio, neither of them could get there. What a chance, 0-0. We're in the last minute of the 90. How long will the referee add on the stoppages? Rice bursts forward, Antonio ahead of him. He's still going to the edge of the penalty area, Declan Rice. Here's the delivery. Oh, and that's headed and clawed away by De Gea. The header is from Varane. He's nearly scored an own goal, and De Gea's turned it behind for a corner. Oh, and that's a poor header by Fredericks, and Ronaldo's got it, and he's motoring towards goal. Here's Martial inside the penalty area. Cavani to win it. Rashford wins it at the far post, turning it in stoppage time. Cavani didn't shoot, he cut it back, and Rashford steams in at point-blank range to break West Ham hearts in the 93rd minute of the contest.
Welcome back to the Rush Green Stadium for the second half of this Premier League 2 fixture between West Ham United and Leicester City. Scores stand at 1-1 as we enter the second half. The early goal from Tawanda Maswanhise gave Leicester City the lead, but a Sonny Perkins goal just after the half-hour mark saw the Hammers level things up, and it is the Hammers who get us underway in this second half. How do you see this second half going, Elliot?
Hopefully the lads will continue how they finished the first half. You know, they finished strong, they were on the front foot, and like I said before, that any time they raise the tempo, that I'm not sure Leicester can handle that. So it's about playing with a good tempo and taking care of the ball.
And here's some early pressure from Leicester as Vontae Daly-Campbell steps forward with it, but given away to Nevers, and Ashby was trying to get away on that right-hand side, but just played behind him from Nevers. And Casey McAteer with the throw-in on the left-hand side. Made his Premier League debut off the bench back in December in a 4-0 win against Newcastle. And of course on the bench for yesterday's 1-1 draw with Brighton at the King Power Stadium. But here's Perkins trying to get him behind, and Nelson it was, I believe, who just lost his footing on that occasion. Bailey Campbell is pressurised by Chesters, and Leicester just falls back towards their own corner, and Spencer Adams has to dig a clearance out, but Longello loses out to Apaya and opens up onto that left-hand side. And McAteer tries to drive forward, but on this occasion stops to go back to Ben Nelson. Now Brunt looks forward and finds Ashabella, but now Longello stepping in to the centre circle and finds the feet of Nevers. Now Ashby with the early pass forward, but it's cut out, but then returned back to them via the head of Apaya. Now Marcel Madivadua and McAteer on the left-hand side, trying to get past Ashby, and instead has to come inside. Leicester just having more of the ball at the start of this second half. Now Daly Campbell trying to break forward. Now McAteer on the left-hand side, trying to cut inside, and he's got Daly Campbell on this right-hand side. Leicester just started the brighter of the two sides in the second half, Elliot.
Yeah, they've definitely changed a tactic, I think. I think they were really front foot in the first half and played a bit longer and tried to play counter-attack football. And now they've settled into the game quite well, and I think it's the best passage of play they've had. But they're not really gone too far with it at the minute, in the deep in their own half, which is a good sign for the players. But they need to just try and keep that pressure on and nick the ball when they can, and hopefully defend this well. Yeah, it's well played from Aji again. He's defending really well tonight.
Good sliding challenge from Hammers captain Ajibola Olese onto Wande Maswanhise, who opened the scoring tonight after the West Ham defender gave the ball away, but he hasn't caused too much trouble. And Olese, one of the stronger performances tonight, but here come Leicester again, and there's Olese to clear, but this time it's only as far as Ewing, and now Maswanhise, and again denied by Olese.
Yeah, another great block, important block at this stage, as when Leicester are on top a little bit with the ball, and hopefully the players can find a rhythm now and start breaking through this Leicester team.
And straight out of play from Kinnear there. Now Apaya trying to break him behind Longello, and he's managed to latch onto this, and he's met by Alessi. Apaya has to go back to Daly Campbell, trying to put it through the legs of the West Ham defender, but again, excellent from Alessi, and wins the foul.
Yes, great 1v1 defending there. He's shown every sign of good defending tonight, stopping crosses, blocking, 1v1s. Hopefully now he'll be the driving force for the team and get back on top of this game and take it to Leicester a bit more.
Longello's touch is just a bit heavy, and Madavadua just goes down under pressure there, but Leicester are able to just about keep it in play. Daly Campbell, it's Apaya who's broken that back line, delivers across low into the box. It's Masson Hisei, and it's kept out by Kinnear. Great opportunity there for Leicester to retake the lead.
It's a great save to keep the team in.
And here's Apaya, and it might be another chance here. Apaya! You can only find the side netting, but two stark warnings for West Ham as Leicester looking to retake that advantage. But a look back at both opportunities here.
Yeah, that's a big chance. A great save before that, and this one's fallen to the striker and probably should do better from that range.
Just unable to squeeze it past Kinnear in at the near post and found that side netting. But an intense start from Leicester. We saw their intensity of their pressing at the beginning of the first, and they're on the front foot here in the second. McAteer. Now breaking into the box, but dispossessed with Lashabella. But on this occasion, Perkins is not there to retrieve that long ball over the top, and Leicester can continue to sustain the pressure on West Ham. Apaya takes it well on the turn, trying to get past Lang. Goes down towards the byline and gets across in it. Just evades Masson Hisei, but comes back almost out to Daly Campbell. And here they come again. It's with Spencer Adams, and here is Vontae Daly Campbell. Looks to deliver that cross low in towards Masson Hisei, but Kinnear able to fall on this one. But the pressure keeps on coming, Elliot.
Yeah, it is. I think the boys need to try and make a couple of passes when they get the ball and stay calm in that possession. Just have something to build off, really. Leicester are really taking it to them at the beginning of this second half.
And back they come again. It's with Madavadua, and he tries to find a feet of Masson Hisei, but on this occasion just drifts away from the goal scorer. Masson Hisei, the goal scorer for Leicester, a real threat with his speed going forwards. The Zimbabwean. His father was a top sprinter in the African country, and his brother continues sprinting. It's clearly in the genes as he's caused issues for that defence with his pace this evening. But here comes Ekwa looking for the run of Okaflex, who's struggled to get into the game as of yet on the left-hand side. top scorer so far for West Ham this season. 14 goals to his name for the under-23s. Perkins shifts it out to this near side and finds Longello. Forson. Now Ekwa just about gets away with one there. He was being put under pressure there. And he just went to the floor just before Leicester were able to mount a counter-attack. Here he is again. This time plays the aerial ball over towards Longello. He manages to take it down. And Daly Campbell does well, but it will go out for a throw-in to the home side. West Ham just managing to string a few passes together. As you said, Elliot, I'm starting to build back into this second half.
It's important that they keep trying to
and
maintain possession.
Here is Chester trying to take advantage of that possession. Ashby coming forwards. Longello. Now Okaflex trying to take on his man, the direct winger. Doesn't quite get past Daly Campbell. It's a well-timed challenge from the fullback. But good work rate and determination from Okaflex to win the ball back.
That's what they need more of is that patient play, the combinations, but also keeping the pressure on Leicester when you lose the ball, and Armstrong's come on top there.
Wins the free kick. Pretty much bang on the corner spot. The chance to deliver the ball into the Leicester penalty area. And Harrison Ashby comes across from right back to deliver this ball in on the left-hand side. Ashby delivers to the near post and it's cleared away, but only as far as a West Ham shirt in the shape of Forson. Longello inside to Forson, and now Okaflex with some space to drive into. Goes back to Forson. Leicester just retreating towards their own goal as Chester has it 25 yards from goal. Forced outside. Ekwa plays it in front of Longello for the fullback to run onto, and he fizzes one in. It was not sure if that was a cross or a shot, but it won't trouble Jakub Stolarczyk.
No, but he receives a bit of space, not much pressure, and he's had a go, and it's not far off Sonny there. Potentially could have got a little tap in, but it's good play. It's a bit of maintained possession that they needed. A few extra passes to try and spread Leicester across the pitch and find the gaps.
And they win the ball in the midfield here, and a chance for Okaflex to take on his man. Armstrong Okaflex goes down towards the left foot. Armstrong Okaflex denied by the feet of Stolarczyk, but good directness from the Irish winger, and he tests Stolarczyk, who had to stop the shot with his left foot.
Anytime the boys have played out wide or showed intensity, it's really caused Leicester problems. So need to get these players on the ball more.
But here's a chance on the other end as Appiah manages to get away from Leicester. And again, he only finds the side netting. He burst away from Alessi, who just stumbled, but Josh Appiah was unable to direct it on target. And here's another look at that Okaflex chance.
Yeah, very direct 1v1. Commits the defender and gets a good shot, and goalie does well. Unfortunately, it doesn't bounce to any of the forward players.
is Spencer Adams, and he has to go back towards Stalarczyk. And Leicester continue to look to build from the back. McAteer. Back inside, and the ball's threaded into that channel where Paya will latch onto it. He's got Maswan Hisey up with him, and here's Casey McAteer, and doesn't quite get clean enough of contact on it. And West Ham able to deal with that one, but it's another corner, and this time it's the way of Leicester.
Good play from Leicester there. They've got down the wing. They've got in the gaps that the players have left. Again, they're creating more chances. Confidence is rising for them.
And a chance to take advantage of this momentum with a corner that'll be taken on that far side. So Oliver Ewing will take, and it's punched away by Kinnear. And here's Marcel Madavadua. Clips it towards the far post, but it's nodded away. But here's Ewing still. Plenty of options in the middle, but Sonny Perkins there to battle, but on this occasion just trips and impedes the Leicester City midfielder. And another chance to deliver the ball into the box. Oliver Ewing over this free kick. Whips it towards the far post where they've got men over, and Nelson can't quite nod it back across goal, but they had men over at the back post there, Elliot.
Yeah, a bit fortunate with that one. Extra men back post, but he can redirect it, so.
Not to worry on this occasion. Chester's trying to twist away from Erin, but again, Leicester win the ball back. McAteer now on that left-hand flank. Drops it back. The Lesha Bella, who switches it, or tries to switch it over, and it's just misjudged by Longello, but Daly Campbell wasn't able to predict that mistake, but he will have a throw-in.
I think he's just got a touch on that, which helped. Otherwise, the winger could have been in there. Hopefully his back is all right.
Yeah, Longello just holding a side of his back there as the throw-in goes the way of the Foxes. Now Spencer Adams tries the quick interchange, and now Okaflex can look to bring it away, but again it's a little bit wasteful, and Leicester continue to come forward. Plays down the line towards Maswan Hisey. Forson does well in a tight spot there just to get it clear. Now Ekwa feeds it forward towards Perkins, and Leicester regain control in the midfield, and it's out towards Vontae Daly Campbell. He's trying to take on Okaflex. Still going, Daly Campbell. Trying to twist and turn. He's still going, Vontae Daly Campbell, and eventually it's the imperious Ajibola Alese who has to deal with it.
A great defending again from Aji. You know, he shouldn't have been able to get that far, beating two players, but Aji steps in again, stays calm.
The ball's played forward, and Apaya unable to get the one under his control. And now Longello looks to carry this one forward.
Just need to keep the ball a little bit here now and take care of it and build back into the game and hopefully put Leicester under a bit more pressure.
Looks like Leicester are readying a change on that far side, as the foul has given the way of Pierre Ekwa. And there will be a double switch, it looks like, for Leicester. And coming off is Joshua Pyatt, and he's going to be replaced by Will Alves. And it will also be Kanya Leshabella being replaced by Sammy Braybrook. Will Alves, the 16-year-old, scored in their match last Monday against Brighton in a 2-1 win. Made his senior debut in the FA Cup against Watford. But here comes Longello for the home side, but Leicester managed to get it clear. Do you think West Ham will be considering freshening things up with a few changes themselves?
Yeah, I think just to try and get that change of tempo, a bit more emphasis on the front foot, and players that can try and control the game and get the team with that, like I said, a bit more momentum going forward and stopping Leicester from being a bit more in control. I think Leicester have started this half really, really well and are on top, so it's how do you break that cycle? It might be a change, it might be a little tweak in the formation, so
Plenty of options on the bench for the Hammers this evening. The likes of Mipo Odebeko and Omari Swire. Jaden Fevrier can also be a threat going forwards. As Ashby does eventually enter the book. A couple of challenges in the first half they got away with, was warned by the referee, and it is the young fullback who picks up that yellow card. And a fantastic switch over Devontae Daly-Campbell. Trying to take on Emmanuel Longello. Towards the byline, drives a ball across the box, and there's not a Leicester shirt there to get on the end of it. Now Oliver Ewing, and he can't keep that one down. But good play from Devontae Daly-Campbell on the near side, and his low cross just unable to find the Leicester City shirt.
again Leicester mixing it up on how they attack. You know, that was one ball down the wing, and all of a sudden they're 1v1 and get across into the 6-yard box. So.
Braybrook. Now Nelson has it inside his own half and directs it back towards Stolarczyk. Long ball forward, but it's met by Leng, and Ekwa lays it off nicely to Ashby, and he's found Thierry Neves, who's got some space to drive into, but his forward pass unable to find the feet of Chesters, and substitute Sammy Braybrook just puts that one into touch.
Just think a little bit of care in general definitely help the team break forward or try and cause Leicester problems, but can't keep turning it over really. If that's just giving Leicester the ball back and giving them the possession and helping them build again. So when they get the ball back, it's about the first few passes and trying to keep a little bit of control.
Just under 20 minutes remaining here in East London. And the score's still level at 1 apiece. West Ham looking to stretch their lead at the top of the Premier League 2 table. Have a game in hand over Man City, who do play again away to Chelsea later this evening. West Ham will want to take advantage, but looks like Leicester want to have a say of their own, as Daly-Campbell trying to get away from Longello. Now Marcel Madavadua. Braybrook. Tries that, flips ball through into the right-hand channel, but Longello just forced to the floor by Will Alves.
Take it back for me, guys. Take it back for me. All the way, all the way, all the way. Fantastic. Thank you. When you're ready. Switch it. Yeah. Forward.
And a battle in the midfield, which Leicester come out on top, and McAteer, they just choose to be a little bit conservative here. It looks like West Ham readying a change of their own. And on this occasion, Erwin goes down under a challenge. And it looks like it's Kamari Swire coming on for Thierry Nevers. Thierry Nevers, of course, with that excellent bit of footwork to assist the first goal for West Ham. He's replaced by Kamari Swire, the 19-year-old. Opened his account earlier this season against Everton. And he'll be looking to try and make an impact in these final 17, 18 minutes or so. Bring some more intensity.
He's also changed with Dan Chesters as well. So hopefully, with Dan out on the wing now, he can cause them trouble on the break, and Amari can do his bit in the middle of Keenan.
Longello doing well there to just deny any sort of delivery into the box from Daley Campbell, who's impressed for Leicester on this right-hand side. It'll be Oliver Ewing deliver into the box. Ewing delivers towards the centre. It's a penalty spot, but it's cleared away by Leicester, but it's still bouncing round in there, and it's a shot on goal from Will Alves eventually through a number of bodies, and Kinnear able to just clutch that one to his chest. Just came off the heel with Ajibola Alese there and just took the sting off it for Kinnear to deal with. Forson goes backwards towards Alese, and now Longello. There's Swire on the centre of the midfield as Chesters has shifted out to that right-hand flank, and now Ashby finds the feet of Okaflex, who's drifted across on the left-hand side, and he finds that pass through, and Perkins is there, but he's denied again by the feet of Jakub Stolarczyk. And a good inside run from Armstrong Okaflex, and it fell the way of Sonny Perkins, who tested the Polish keeper.
Yeah, it's another good save there. It was a good passage. Switch of play again, hurt Leicester and stretched them, and Armstrong's found the gap, and great run from Dan Chesters there. And need a little bit more of that, I think. Switch of play, bit of tempo, and hopefully some more chances.
Fonte Daley Campbell just receiving some treatment inside the Leicester penalty area. The former Arsenal fullback, often involved with the first team squad. Made his senior debut way back in February of last year in the FA Cup. 1-0 victory against Brighton. As he just hobbles across to the sideline. Impressive performance so far, especially the second half from Daley Campbell. He's given Longello a lot to think about on the left-hand side of this defence. But we are back underway. Daley Campbell has returned to the pitch. And he'll be looking to squeeze a press onto Longello here. But here's Okaflex. Just about gets away from his man and tries to burst past Braybrook, and he's still going Okaflex. That's fantastic from the winger. Steps inside. Still Okaflex. Absolutely superb, but eventually he is stopped in his tracks by Spencer Adams. But that was excellent from Armstrong Okaflex.
Yeah, great play again from Armstrong, committing people. And I expected him to be fouled, to be honest. I wasn't sure how they'd stop him, or penalty or a goal, to be fair. But good defending in the end by Leicester, and again committing them in the wide area.
Just darting away from 4 or 5 Leicester City players. And eventually a really well-timed challenge from Spencer Adams, because Okaflex was ready to unleash an effort on goal there. Ashby with the throw-in on that right-hand side. Finds the feet of Perkins. West Ham just readying or what looks like a double change on that far side as we look to enter the final 10 minutes. As Okaflex just threads it through the legs of Braybrook, and here is Okaflex again. He's got Longello to his left. Goes inside, Okaflex tries to find a feet of Perkins, but it's just intercepted by a Leicester City shirt as Braybrook looks into the channel to find Maswan Hisse. Now he's going to try and take on Alese. To under Maswan Hisse, checks back onto his left foot. Just but manages to keep his footing. And Elwin goes down, and he's adjudged to have been fouled there by Chesters, but it looked a little bit like that one, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I think that's a bit soft, that one. Edgy's done well again, 1v1 out wide, slow down their attack, and I'm not sure if that's a foul. Hopefully it comes to nothing.
Braybrook and Oliver Ewing over this. 4 in the wall for West Ham. Looks like it's going to be Oliver Ewing who looks to get it on target, and it's straight into the gloves of Brian Kinnear in the West Ham goal. Longello. Baseball into the feet of Okaflex, whose touch is a little bit heavy, but the referee gives a foul against Spencer Adams. And looks like that double change about to happen. It's Harrison Ashby being replaced. Of course, he's on a yellow card, Harrison Ashby, and he's looking like he's going to be replaced by Jamal Baptiste. And it's Sonny Perkins also making way. And he's been replaced by Mipo Odebeko, the Irish striker. They look to try and find a goal here.
Well, yeah.
And referee just judges Ewing to be having a hold of the shirt there, and he enters the book. Mayport Becker, of course, recently on loan at Huddersfield, but recalled after only making 6 substitute appearances. He has notched 2 goals for the under-23 side in just 6 appearances so far this season. He was involved in Okaflex's goal against Exeter midweek, laying off his fellow Irish forward in that 3-0 victory in the Premier League Cup. Here's Braybrook now. Looks to the ball into the channel to find Maswan Hisse, who's trying to get away from Baptiste.
That's good defending. Good test there for Jamal, just on the pitch, getting stretched straight away down the wing. I held him up well. It's a good introduction for him into the game. And
Borson just nods it down to Ekwa, and Lang can clear his lines, and eventually it does fall the way of Leicester. Into the channel for Alves, and Baptiste with another early challenge, and on this occasion the throw-in goes against the way of the West Ham defender. Casey McAteer with ball in hand on the left-hand side, trying to twist and turn away, and it's another throw-in as Leicester look to break down this West Ham United defence and nick a win here. And a corner and a chance for Leicester to get bodies into the box. Was Leicester the last team to beat this West Ham United under-23 side? And they're looking to repeat that again here in East London. Plenty of men in the box, and it's delivered, and it's headed away by Levi Lang, but it will be another corner kick. Oliver Ewing over this corner kick. Final 5 minutes here at the Rush Green Stadium, and it's headed towards goal, but it's just a looping header that is plucked out of the sky by Brian Kinnear. Alessi finds Longello trying to burst away on this left-hand side. It's denied by Daly Campbell, and here's young Will Alves. Marcel Madivadua goes left and finds McAteer. And again, it falls away of Leicester. Wanya Marcel Madivadua, just adjudged to have had his shirt slightly tugged there, and another chance for Leicester to get across into the box.
boys just have to stay strong in these moments. You know, Leicester have had sustained attacks again or set pieces, and so far they've defended them well. They just need to keep going with that, and hopefully they'll get a chance for the end of the game.
But here is a chance for the visitors. Try and take all 3 points here. It's Elwing towards the far post. Spencer Adams is there, and it's not in, but the offside flag is up. And Maswanhise is complaining. I think it was Spencer Adams who nodded it in for the linesman, but his flag up very swiftly there. Pretty much as soon as it hit the head. We can have a look here on the replay. Difficult to tell from the angle. Very difficult to tell from the replay. He might just slightly be leaning.
Like it could just be, I mean, the linesman was quite adamant that was off, and thankfully he gave it.
Looked just to be leaning off into the offside position. And on this occasion, West Ham let off by the linesman's flag. Perhaps a lifeline and a chance for them to try and make something happen of their own, but on this occasion, Kinnear trying to just swiftly come out to deny the run of Ewing. And it's flicked on as Odebeko trying to chase this one down against Brunt. Odebeko feeds it towards Lang, who's come forward. Now playing in that right back role. On this occasion, unable to get that final pass off into the area.
That's a good foul. I think Leicester have been really good on the counter-attack, so that definitely stops them in their tracks there. But just a bit wasteful on the ball again in that final third.
It was Levi Lang just entering the referee's book there with a big chance here for Leicester. A great chance, and he buries it into the bottom corner. Wanya Marcel Madavadua steals it at the death for Leicester City. They were a thorn in the side of West Ham way back in November, the last team to beat the Young Hammers, and it looks like they are on track to do so again here. Wanya Marcel Madavadua, the Portuguese midfielder, just broke in behind the West Ham defence and slotted it into that bottom right-hand corner with the instep of his right foot. He scored a late winner in a reverse fixture, and he has done here. And West Ham need to try and respond. And it's going to have to be a stoppage time equaliser, if anything. Can you see anything happening here, Elliot?
Hopefully, yeah, they'll get a couple more chances, and might be the fact that you play longer balls into your strikers or try and get set pieces to get back into the game now. So that'd be great if they could. It'd be important not to lose.
But a real kick in the teeth for West Ham. I mean, Leicester have had a significant amount of pressure in this second half, and West Ham unable to really build too much. But it is the away side who have managed to nick something perhaps here. As we enter 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, I think Leicester have really lent on the experience of beating the boys early in the season, and they've caused them trouble in many ways tonight. But there are a team that do concede goals, so let's hope that the boys can get one more chance and hopefully take that and get the draw.
Ekwa tries to clear the ball long, and the Hammers just need something to fall for them here in the last few moments of this game. Borson Now Chester's trying to break forward. He's got laying out to his right. Numbers coming forward, and Chester's still going. It's absolutely magnificent from Dan Chester. Gets into the box, but the cross unable to find a claret and blue shirt. But excellent from Dan Chester to wriggle his way through a number of defenders there.
Yeah, it's great play. It's just a bit unfortunate at the end. Run out of space and slipped when he tried to cross. It's need a few more of those moments to get back into it.
A long ball over the top, almost causing some issues here, and it's going to go out for a corner, and it was a header back by Jamal Baptiste, and just a little bit of a lack of communication with Brian Kinnear in the goal there. And a chance for Leicester just to run down the clock in stoppage time. As they look to just keep the ball in the corner. This will be a fantastic win for Leicester, but a real sucker punch for West Ham, and Manchester City in the capital tonight playing Chelsea. We'll be looking at this with delight as they are able to perhaps close the gap on the Hammers. Maybe just one last chance for Brian Kinnear to get that ball forward. But it needs to get forward quickly. Longello. Devontae Daly-Campbell. Stops Longello, and a referee brings this match to a close here on Monday evening in January. And it is Leicester City who come away with all 3 points to bring to an end West Ham's 9-game unbeaten run. And once more, it's Leicester City that are their undoing. An early opener from Tawanda Maswanhise gave them the lead, but a good response saw Sonny Perkins draw things level just after the half-hour mark. But a better performance from Leicester in the second half, and they're rewarded with a goal deep into the second half. Wanya Marcel Madavadua getting on the score sheet, and it's a repeat scoreline. Leicester City coming out on top here at the Rush Green Stadium by 2-1. And let's just have a look back at the goals from this evening. Only a matter of minutes into the game, it was Alessi who tried to play the ball across the box, and Tawanda Maswanhise just able to nick in front of Brian Kinnear and prod it home. Now open the scoring for Leicester, but just after the half-hour mark, Thierry Nevers with an excellent turn to get away from Spencer Adams, and his pass into Sonny Perkins ended with a goal for the young forward who arrowed it into that top left-hand corner. But for West Ham, it was not to be tonight. Wanya Marcel Madavadua getting that late winner. Slightly heavy touch, and he managed to capitalise on that from the angle, slotting into that bottom right-hand corner. And Elliot, what are your overall thoughts on tonight's defeat?
It's a shame for the players. It's they're in a really good moment in terms of they've been playing well. They're top of the league, and they come up against a Leicester team that's really frustrated them. Played a different way and put the boys under a lot of pressure, and I think the goals come from mistakes. We know that Leicester still created quite a bit, and we probably never really hit the heights that we probably have been, but still created chances and still had enough to get a couple of goals. But overall, I think they'll be disappointed that they've lost the game. And
the Hammers, the young Hammers, back in action away to Manchester United on Friday the 4th of February. But from us here at the Rush Green Stadium, from myself and from Elliot, Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the coverage, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.